Today's adventure, Exploring Railroading Revolutions, a mod pack by SteampunkBobby made specifically for servers. Hey there, folks. I'm going to do something a little different today. Not going to be doing Astropolis. Nope, nope, nope. As you can see, we are on the overworld. And you may have noticed, I'm old. This is actually a whole lot closer to what I actually look like than what you're used to seeing. And why are we here today? Well, I got a buddy named Bobby, and he's started developing a mod pack. And he and some friends they got themselves a server, and they're streaming it, and they're putting the videos up on YouTube. So I thought I would go ahead and give them a bit of a plug. So we're going to do kind of an overview and a plug today for Railroading Revolutions by SteampunkBobby. So what is this about? Well, railcraft and trains and stuff like that. So look at, I'm flying because I'm in creative mode. Yay. I'm going to start you here. This is my derrick. And, oh, look at that. I can't fly straight because I can't see. There we go. Had this little spout of oil. And in order to do that, it's kind of a two-part method. You got to have your pump, and you got to have two drums. And you're going to pump out all the oil that's shooting up into the air until you hit water. And then the water is going to fill the empty can, and you turn it off. Then you pull the blocks here, here, here at the cardinal points, and you use something. In this case, I used gravel, because gravity affects gravel. And I can actually probably go in here and show you around. Oh yeah, it's a happening kind of place. Look at all the zombies. This was all filled with oil at one point. I just got to find my spot back up. There we go. So that's what an oil well looks like when you take all the oil out of it. And we were able to do that because we built this little coffer dam of gravel. See, unfortunately, in creative mode, when you bust a block and it's gone. So we can repair this later if we have to. But now I've got all of the oil out, and that was 683,000, which is basically 683 buckets. So that's a lot of oil. But that's not the only thing you can do in this wonderful world. No. This whole setup is for my quarry. So I now have everything I need to build a quarry. And that will take this area once I get all of the landmarks placed. So from here back to the cross, over to where it meets up with this end. And all of this is going to get mined out for the mineral and rock supplies and corals and everything else. I'm going to have this set up so I can do this quadrant and then do this quadrant. And what that will do, it'll allow me to get all the wealth out of there without ruining any of the landscape. It's going to be underwater. You won't really be able to notice it that much. So some other things that are going on in this mod pack. Built myself some stairs, yay. I got myself a little base. Let's go head up here. We'll sit on top of the archway to the nether. So this is the world that I came in on. I have this great big island, and it's predominantly gravel. So you're doing a mod pack about railways and travel. And here's the thing. Can't get very far on an island. So how do you fix that? Well, if you look very carefully, I have laid out some cobblestone bridge work that will take me across the sea and over here, which is my gold mine. I can also bring it up here to the asteroid, although I did mine that asteroid out pretty well. But I still use this for sand over here. I can also drop another line down here to make it easier to get to the village or to the clay river. This is actually where I found all my clay. I had to come way down here in order to get the clay for the smeltery. And I got smart. I parked my boat right there. So all I gotta do is come out here. I can catch the boat and then I can get to any of this stuff. Meanwhile, on the other side, someplace up in here, don't know exactly where it is, there is an emerald mine. So that's something I got to go back. As you may have noticed, I've got the waypoints turned off. What's the point of having railroads if all you need to do is teleport to a waypoint? So I turn the waypoints off. This now makes railways useful again. And the other thing I wanted to show you is up here. This was cool. I found this. I thought this was going to be my base. Boy, was I wrong. Let's go take a look at that. So I was around here and I did some exploring. And I got out here. And I swam out right about in this area. Yeah, and notice that. You got these guys over here. And the only reason I'm going to get closer than this is because we're in creative and they can't hurt me. But these guys have an attack helicopter. And they got crazy eyes. And they got machine guns. And when those machine guns hit you, they hurt. They hurt real bad. It's not fun. So, been avoiding that. The other thing I found out, and we'll get back over here because I'm going to have to reset the sun. Otherwise, it's going to get quite noisy. So here we are. We're back at the stairway where this happened. And it was a little later than this. I'm running, I'm hauling, I'm back here, the sun has gone down, I'm trying to go up the stairs, and right about here there's a kaboom! And I go flying off. And it's like, well, it must have been a creeper got me. So I go back up, and then it's like, boom, 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 and I'm dead. Seems the guys with the machine guns are not the only threat. Seems this world has zombies, and it has a lot of zombies, and they have shotguns. And boy, do those things hurt. and the knockback on them is just incredible. So I've been doing my best to avoid zombies, even though I have a full set of Tinker's toys. Yeah, and this is the... I was thinking I was smart, and I built this little turret thing so that I could hunt Endermen, basically. Never saw an Enderman while I was in here. Not one. In fact, this entire game, I have seen a total of 1 creeper and 2 Endermen, one of which gave me nothing. The other gave me the pearl I needed. Needed a pearl to make a chunk ward so that I could do the mining with the quarry over there. Had to hold the chunks open so that... here's the thing. If you're doing a quarry and you're pumping stuff around in Buildcraft pipes and you don't have an active chunk, it breaks the pipes and all your stuff goes spewing everywhere until you walk back over there and reload the chunks. It's a horrible mess. You lose a lot of material. It's not fun. Oh, this was cool. See how I did that? So I could go over. Yeah, I like that. But I got my whole setup here. I got my foundry, my Tinkers. You remember Tinkers. We got a little bit of power going with a thermoelectric generator. It's enough to run these 3 machines, which are all you need to get steel and get going with your higher tech. In this little box, I have all the things for the quarry. Plus, I also have a power system should I need to build higher level machinery. I'm all set. All I got to do is put it up. And it's solar based, so yay. Over here is the Coke oven, which is the Railcraft version. Much easier than the immersive engineering version. I wanted to check something here. Because Bobby, if you go out to the links, I'll have links below for the streaming and such, but if you go out to the links, his world doesn't look like my world. And I was just wondering if some of the stuff is in here and I just don't know what to pull up. And I am not seeing, or I'm, oh, there's something. What is that? Immersive railroading. There must be a way to make these, because these are some of the things that he had in his world. The box cars and places to put them. And he had different kinds of tracks from the standard tracks. They looked really cool. Now, I know some of it is probably packs that he put in to change, to alter the way things look, but you can only do so much with those. So there's obviously research I need to do. I've never really done a lot with Railcraft. I basically used it for the tanks at one point. Never really used it a lot for travel. Quite honestly, never used a lot of mine carts or rail for much anything. So this is going to be a new thing to research, and who knows, I might actually find a use for it in the future. Oh yeah, here's the other thing. No clipboard, so we went old school. Put signs up for your to-do list. So I've got a quarry and a power plant. Check. Trestleway plans. I'm working on that. Meteors, I found 2. I do not have what I need to get AE2 running yet. Got emeralds, check. And I have a power storage and generation system for other types of machines. So check. We got our resonator and our stone burnt has been going. And I forgot to mention down here, And I can't touch them because I'm in creative. But underneath these slabs, you've got lava pools and lava mills, which is providing the power to the resonator. So we're in a decent shape. We're almost to the point where we can get the quarry set up. When we get the quarry set up, we should hopefully have fewer problems with iron and diamonds. By the way, diamonds are scarcer than hen's teeth. Yeah, I needed a few of those. I needed a bunch for the actual quarry. I needed some for the diamond piping. Needed some for the barrel over here. This is a diamond reinforced barrel, so it's bigger. These iron ones, they're nice, but they don't hold very much. And we've come around and made a full circle. So I'm going to encourage you, go out, watch the videos, see what you think of that server, maybe download the pack, set up your own server, get your friends, learn about locomotives. And they're adding more stuff to this as time goes by. I just downloaded, I believe it's 1.3 version, and they've put a few things in. One of the things I requested was gravestones, because there ain't no gravestones in this. When you die, everything disappears. It's bad. Bad. Don't like it. Don't like it at all. Whack, 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 whack. You know how much stuff I lost? It was surprising. I haven't been in a pack without some sort of gravestone mod in, God, 3 years? No. I lost all my Tinker's goodies. All of them. My swords, my shovels, everything gone. I was not a happy camper. Usually I run around with a couple bags of holding. Can you imagine what that would have been like had I lost all my bags of holding and everything in my bags of holding? I would be steaming. Unfortunately, that didn't happen. So, like I say, look at my world. My world's interesting. My map is interesting. I have neighbors. But it doesn't look like Bobby's server, which is also interesting. So we're going to try and figure out what I need for resource packs and see if we can't dress this up a little bit. Because right now there's no resource packs. I don't even have glimmers in here. And you know I love glimmers. Steampunk texture pack. Yeah. So I may do a second video. I may keep you updated on this. Or this could be the only one I ever do for, what is it called? Locomotive Revolutions, Railway Revolutions, whatever it is. Let's go find out. Oh, I gotta slide these things. Railroading Revolution by SteampunkBobby. And you can get that through Curseforge. Again, just search for SteampunkBobby or Railroading Revolution. There are some updates. Can't get to it from here. I don't remember how to get to it, but there's an update to it. And I ported my world over. It went fairly well. There were only a couple things that got deprecated and didn't affect me. So, yay. Okay, so it's getting dark again. So if you can hit the bell, do the dance, like the likes, and go check out Bobby and his buddies do the same thing. Make the YouTube algorithm happy. Make us all rich and famous so I can afford diamond armor. Because this tin armor, it don't work so good. So, bye-bye.